Hi, welcome to Crashin the Net on SportsRants TV. I'm Tristin Huntamer. This week we're going to be talking about how we as fans sometimes alienate incoming fans who are new to the game, or just it's their first time seeing a game or anything like that, or when they're just kind of learning about it and they see how we act on the internet. So first off, I want to talk about bandwagon fans. This is on and off the internet how we act, and bandwagon fans, how we act towards who we think happen to be bandwagon fans. What we do is we are brutal. We will go ahead, and the moment we realize somebody is new to the sport, we automatically think, did they just choose this team to cheer for because they're good? And are they going to go ahead and leave the sport after this team starts losing? And we start thinking that so much that we start saying it and we accuse people of it. And I can tell you that this has happened to me when I first became a hockey fan. Or, well, in my case, I had loved hockey my entire life, but I lived in a market that didn't have hockey. We didn't have a team, so I had to choose a team on my own, and you know, people automatically thought that because that team was not from where I'm from, that I chose them for reasons that I was just jumping on the bandwagon. The thing is that a bandwagon fan is not a bandwagon fan unless that fan will ever jump off of the bandwagon. So here's what I have to say. If you want to accuse somebody of being a bandwagon fan, wait until they go ahead and leave the hockey community. Wait until they go ahead and say, you know, that team just lost. The Blackhawks lost. I'm done with this. You know, that's when you can go ahead and say this person's a bandwagon fan. It's not a smart move to go ahead and say this person's a bandwagon fan when they're watching, you know, their third game and they're really enthusiastic about it. The reason why, all of a sudden, that fan's going to be gone, or because of the fact that you are making them feel like they don't deserve to be there because they're not, you know, worth it, or they're just going to think that you're a jerk and think that all hockey fans are jerks. And they're just going to go ahead and say, you know, it's not worth getting involved in the hockey community. And the hockey community is a community. Basically, it's 6 degrees of separation between so many of us. And you want not just hockey fans, you want hockey fanatics. And that starts with either when you're a little kid and your family goes ahead and starts off with hockey, or it starts when you see a streak on the television and you think, you know, everybody's getting excited about this. Maybe I should go ahead and join in and see what everything's about. And that's how fans are made. And the reason why you want more fans, markets. Marketing, the more fans there are, the more television spots the hockey games are gonna get. The more news on sports, you know, that's how we get more coverage. That's how the sport grows. And if we as fans are saying, you know, we don't want any new fans, don't join our club, then it's us who's to blame for why we don't get to have hockey on the television when there is a football game or a baseball game or a basketball game to watch. So the next thing I want to talk about is how sometimes, and this kind of goes with the bandwagon fan thing, is when there's a new fan, they tend to not know everything you know about a team. And I have no problem when somebody comes up to me at a bar and starts talking to me about hockey. But I don't make fun of them if they don't know everything about hockey. And, you know, there's always things on Twitter about, I don't know why this person didn't know who this person was. I thought that they were a real, you know, insert team's name here fan. And the thing is that not everybody's going to know every stat. Not everybody's going to know every past player or, you know, every draft pick. It's a new learning curve. You know, there's a lot of people who just watch the sport because they love the action of it, and they don't really know all the team's players' names. And, you know, that's okay. There's going to be people who do that, who don't know everything. And like I said before, don't alienate new fans, because if they are new to the sport and don't know everything about it, and they think that us as hockey fans are jerks, they're going to go ahead and walk away. Okay? Okay, so the next thing that hockey fans do, and this is a select group that does this, and I think that it is the worst thing in hockey. This is one of those things that when I see it, I basically think to myself, do I even want to be involved with it? What they do is very wrong. And not just on a hockey level, but in a, you know, just wrong as a person. And that is when hockey fans go ahead and say things, and especially on Twitter this happens, things like, I want that player to get a concussion and be out of the game. I want so-and-so to be injured so badly that they don't play again, that they lose that they're never on their team again, that, you know, they're out of hockey or, you know, hurt. So here's the thing. I've talked about fighting in hockey. One of the main reasons why I have a problem with it is most of the time players aren't majorly injured. I will be doing a video soon on player safety and things like hits to the head. Bad. You know, there's so many things that can go wrong, and recently in Kazakhstan's top league, a player died because of a hit that he took. So when there's things like that, when there's things like Jack Jablonski, who was paralyzed, really bad things can happen out on the ice. And to wish that upon any person, whether it's just a person walking down across the street, or it's a person on, you know, the ice playing for the opposite team, wishing that on somebody else, and also wishing that one of your players or one of somebody else would do that, that doesn't make you a okay person. That doesn't make you an okay fan. That makes you not a hockey fan. Because if you want to be a hockey fan, you want the best players to play against your team. You want to show that you're the best by playing against the best, or your team is the best by playing against the best. If you go ahead and wish that another person goes ahead and injures another person, that doesn't make you a good person. And yes, I know that this is not just a hockey thing. This is a real world thing, but it had to be said. So don't do that. Don't even think about it, because you're not only alienating new fans, you're making yourself look like insert a word here that I can't say on this channel. So the very last thing I want to talk about is something that's more indicated to why female fans might not get into the sport. The reason why is because most female fans, unless they actually are female hockey players, which I know a bunch, and those girls are amazing, but if there is a female fan, a lot of the times when you're at a sports bar, when you're even on Twitter or anything like that, you say that you love hockey, and this is just females who say that they love hockey, all of a sudden there's a question. Why do you like hockey? Do you like it for the boys? And that's when the whole puck bunny thing comes in, and that's when all of these arguments come out. Here's the thing. I have nothing against puck bunnies. I have nothing against hockey girlfriends. I have nothing against female fans who have no interest in any of the hockey players, and there are many of them. So, here's the thing. Just automatically think to yourself, would you call somebody else a derogatory name? And let me just say, I've gone ahead and said and tweeted out there, you know, I'm not a puck bunny type of thing. That doesn't mean puck bunnies are bad. There are a lot, and that doesn't mean puck bunny is a derogatory term. There are girls who will call themselves puck bunnies. But when other people use it as a derogatory term, new fans and new female fans who are coming in or see that, they go ahead and think, maybe I should just get out of this, or not even say I'm a hockey fan, because, you know, it turns out badly for them a lot of the times. I can tell you many times that I was accused of being a puck bunny, and it doesn't feel good when somebody is saying that you are less of a fan because you happen to be a woman. I know that there are a lot of girls who've gone to, you know, a sports bar and started talking to somebody, and they, you know, mention that they like hockey, and the first thing out of the other person's mouth is, oh, you're a puck bunny. Or when you happen to say, oh, you know, when somebody asks you who your favorite player is, and that player might be an attractive guy, everybody automatically thinks that that person is that girl is a puck bunny. Does not mean that they are. There are actually some attractive hockey players who play pretty well. Okay, so there you go. These are just the things that I've seen that I think can go ahead and turn people off, turn people away from hockey. And these are things that some hockey fans do. If you haven't done them, good for you. And if you have, please think twice before you do so again. And I hope I haven't offended anyone, but if I have, you know, you've probably offended someone who was interested in the sport already. So, there you go. Enjoy what hockey you're going to be watching today, tomorrow, this week, and also the playoffs coming up, and I will have some new stuff for you on that. And congratulations to Yale for winning the Frozen Four. And there you go. Bye.